Well, greetings and hello there, everyone. It's me, your beloved Star Wars Dad Nooch to Good, and yes, we are taking on Proving Grounds today. Boy, I am going to be hoarse, I think, for the rest of my ever-loving life. This fall is really getting me. My goodness gracious, everybody. Hey, we are here to play Proving Grounds with Darth Traya today. Robert Rich is representing our Masters members right off the bat. We give a big shout out to all of our members, primarily our Masters members here at Nooch Too Good Studios right now, but all of our members. You keep the channel going. You can join this channel for as low as $1.99 a month. That is 1 2-liter at Walmart per month. You can keep this channel chugging along, everybody. I don't have much else to get into here. So this might be our last hurrah. We've been doing a lot of Proving Grounds testing over the last year plus. Like we've tested CLS, who was it? It was CLS, Phoenix, and Jabba. We tested Padme, who performed really a lot worse than I thought she would. Tested Padme and Gas and Lord Vader. And now we're gonna test this Darth Traya team. I'm gonna try and go in there with just the 3 on the team. And excuse me, hang on a second here. Durzo is here, the High Council is in the house. Once again, we point out that our members keep this channel going on a day-to-day basis. You too can become a member today. Just click that button down below and support the channel and keep us going and make things happen here at Nooch Too Good Studios. Thank you, Durzo. Anyway, I've never seen Razor Crest Proving Grounds either till I got this count. So here's the deal. My plan is to run Traya, Nihilus, and Malak, and just that. And I want to see which, and if it doesn't work, we'll throw in like Vader and Bastila Shan, I mean Revan and Bastila Shan too, to see how they work. This is the team that traditionally, as a 3-person team, runs the TIE Interceptor stage of Proving Grounds. Excuse me. Now that is important because, hang on a second, guys. The vocal cords are malfunctioning today. That's important because not a lot of teams run the TIE Interceptor Proving Grounds, but I want to come out here and test them out here in all levels of Proving Grounds. Now, here's the trade-off right now. Interceptor and Big Brain Guy over on Twitch, what's up? Ethan Dorr, Fraja, and Scott Spartan on the shorts feed. So here's the trade-off well, what's going on with the game right now with Relic Delta coming out, and when we get in there, you're going to see that all of these characters, I think, are at either Relic 3, all of our enemies are Relic 3, or just Relic Flat. I can't remember which one it is. And I think when Relic Delta comes out, it's going to greatly expand on what teams will work if they're at higher Relic. Like, if these are all at Relic 7, would they smoke it? So we'll see what this does. I'm just very curious. I wanted to see how this worked and how it might work or not work in Proving Grounds here. So let's check it out. Let's check it out. Yeah, Relic 3. They're all at Relic 3, so it's like, you know, you get the idea. All right. Let's suck off Moff Gideon. He's not feared. They hit our cooldowns though, didn't they? Nihilus is dead, so that's not going very well. Let's back out of that one. I'm just really curious to see how she works here. By the way, as far as mods, I've got like a god tier mod set on her. 73,000 health, 307 speed, at 153. If you guys were here when I rolled this, I was on stream and I rolled this entire mod set. I mean, just flat out in one round. I just went through and rolled. This one's only 16 speed, but I rolled just an amazing mod set on Traya. And these are all health, right? Health. Yeah, I crushed this mod set roll on Darth Traya. On Nihilus, we've got probably also speed and health, right? Speed, health, health. Health, yeah, he's got a great mod set as well. And over on Darth Malak, we've got protection, tenacity, protection. All right, so we got the good mods on him. But yeah, I don't know. It looks like initially this may not perform at all. Let's see what happens here. So you can't fear Gideon, it looks like. Let's see. Nihilus isn't doing so hot. I'll say that for sure. All right. Can we not damage Gideon either? Looks like no damage.
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
I pushed 2 buttons there on accident. Let's get all their cooldowns. Okay, we can fear Gideon because I just did. He's definitely reducing my cooldowns though. I'm gonna get through these guys. Who would be the is Dark Trooper gonna be our what's our best target here to get through these guys quickly? Nihilus is struggling on this tier, man. Okay, we need to keep Nihilus live. Let's get in here and do this. Huh. That's a weird move. Weird move there by me, but I think the Dark Trooper is the way to go here. If I get him down to 1 stack and then I get through those 3 stacks, I should be able to do something good here. All right, let's keep going at Dark Trooper right now. Dark Trooper is just smashing Nihilus. He still gets his 3 revives, so that sucks. See, I was on Dark Trooper and I went back to Gideon here. Now let's get them all feared. All right, there we go. Let's get back in on Dark Trooper here. I feel like that's just the best. I feel like that's the move. Nihilus keeps getting the heal block. Nobody else is getting heal blocked, just Nihilus. So that's perfect for me. We're keeping him alive. This really should work. Let's do this, okay. Let's do this to Gideon right now. Got him down to 1 stack now. Actually down to... Does he come back again after this? Yeah, okay. So I gotta get through this last stack here. Probably... I don't know, this guy's low. Goo! I'm gonna take a shot at him. Can I get him out? Not quite. Now we can. Seems like a big move. I'm just gonna do this. All right, we've gotten through all their stacks. Now we can start trucking them. Let's get Gideon gone. All right, he's gone. Nope, didn't make it through full. I didn't make 3 stars here. But it did work. Well, hold on. Jeez. You gotta go, man. Really, maybe I should have just focused in on Dark Trooper the whole time, and I'll bet that would have got it done. God dang, man. Why you do this? Hang on a second. I want to do this again. I know this is crazy. It's just a stupid Razor Crest, but it's like... I feel like we can do this. I feel like we can do this. I just need to dial in on Dark Trooper 100%. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, if you've got GL Leia, I really think, and Sanjita made that point to me when we were talking, like, see, now I don't want to hit Dark Trooper right now. I think you got to get GL Leia when you get to 4 million, and that'll just take care of all your proving grounds for you. So that's a really fair point. Okay, let's get on Dark Trooper now. All right. See, I keep, I don't want to hit him while he's feared, you know? All right, now we'll get in there. Then he gets a turn before I even, I mean, like, he's getting, like, Dark Trooper's getting, like, Veer's turn meter here. And he's feared again, so I don't want to hit him. Am I doing this wrong? I'm gonna put this here. We probably need to protect Basilar right now. I don't like that, but... I'm just gonna go. I'm tired of sitting around looking at him being feared. So he's only got 2 stacks right now, and that's kind of the goal, is get him, keep him low on stacks. Oh, come on. Well, like I'm saying, we've been doing these experiments on proving ground. No, I can't 3-star this here. I mean, maybe eventually. No, you can't 3-star this. I think you can get through it, but... I did better last time by switching around from Gideon and stuff. Jeez Louise. No, dude. Traya sucks here. That's it. Traya sucks against Razor Crest if you need Razor Crest. Not gonna work there. All right, maybe I should show her off where she works. Let's do the TIE Interceptor. This is where you really, you know, TIE Interceptor is the hardest one out of all of them. TIE Interceptor is the hardest one out of all of them, but this is a team that can work for you on the TIE Interceptor. Let's go ahead and get this done. I want to show off why we're trying this. This is why we're trying this, because specifically of this tier. All right, now there we go. Didn't do much. Reva's the only one doing anything to me right now. Let's get in on Grand Inquisitor. Then let's do this. There we go. Now we dial in here, and this is what it does it. Yeah, this is what does it. Now Malak is struggling at the moment. Tremendously struggling. Holy crap. There we go. Oh, that didn't do it. He's got blocked over there. He's got a permanent healing immunity, and Malak is down. You know what? I gotta tell you guys. More and more and more. After doing all the testing of all the teams and trying all the stuff, I think the answer is pretty simple for Proving Grounds. And I just think it's get a Galactic Legend. Get a Galactic Legend, boys and girls. Everything else that you do is going to be imperfect at best. And we've tried them all. We've gone through every. I mean, I know there's some weird combos of teams you can put together that do stuff, but I gotta say, I think there's a very simple solution to Proving Grounds, and that solution is get yourself a Galactic Legend and move on with your life. If I gotta be honest, which why wouldn't I be honest, right? We got other Masters members. Dom G is in the house. Vader Slaps and High Council. We will recognize them all with this piece of music here. Thanks to all of our High Council and Masters members here on the channel. And now that I've got, look at that. These 3 are feared, and this one is, whatchamajiggered, isolated. And now I get to hit Maul. Look at that. All right. Well, you know what? Traya pawns that. So Commander Ahsoka, Traya pawns. Nice. Just a threesome. But again, I think this is all going to be a moo point. It's 4 million for Proving Grounds. Will all the GLs work on all of them? No. Sith Eternal sucks at everything. Jabba doesn't work on all tiers. He comes close to working on all tiers, but basically if you have a Galactic Legend, it's going to put you in a position, in an advantageous position. Your Leia without ult can't do the TIE Interceptor one of the Inquisitors. That makes sense. That the TIE Interceptor one is the most difficult one. That's where you want to put this team together. But I just think that once we get to Relic Delta, if it works on Proving Grounds, you know, we're just playing around. Red Dragon God is here. A lot of folks checking in today. That didn't go well at all. Did my Nihilus just get one-shotted by Squiggles the Wonder droid over there? What the heck? Let's bring in some more Sith here. Yeah, SLKR is very effective. Jabba is very effective, if not perfect. He's not perfect. Leia is really, really good. And yeah, this isn't going to work either. Traya is no good against the Phoenix. Might have a short night here tonight, folks. Maybe we'll go unlock. I am going to actually upgrade Maz Kanata. I know I'm telling everybody to hold off on upgrades till the new relic stuff is here, but I need every advantage I can get in Kyber, and Maz Kanata is going to be one of those advantages. So maybe we'll go do Maz Kanata if this is over in a hurry. Jedi Master Luke is not a very good Galactic Legend. That's why you struggle. Look at that. Nihilus is. All right, now we can maybe let's just finish off Bosk here. All right. Yeah, the CLS TIE Interceptor team with that's pretty good. Traya took that out. Boba Fett signed to Django. The CLS Captain on Solo team, people have done that in the TIE Interceptor. I tried multiple times. I could never get it to work. I don't know why necessarily, but I could not get that to work. I don't think this is going to work. No, I'll be able to annihilate him eventually, but I can't suck off Darth Malgus, so we'll see. We do have the old, yeah, I can't suck off my Darth Malgus, so I'm just going to do this. Wowzers. Wowzers. Holy crap, Ola. Traya not so hot here. Might as well stick it, I'm about to die. Wow, that was just a smoke fest. Let's try that again here. That was a slaughter, dude. That was a slaughter. No, I'm not trying Padme for sponsor roles. We're here testing Traya today. I've got all these teams on different accounts. I don't have Proving Grounds open all accounts. It's not as simple as just saying test this team here. Proving Grounds, the real problem with Proving Grounds is, and I tested Traya, see, I can't do anything here. I'm just, oh, I can do this. It's not easy to test Proving Grounds because they shut down as soon as you unlock the character, and then you don't have access to Proving Grounds. I don't know why they chose that. I don't know why they didn't let me just play it for fun, but they don't. So I'm not gonna go around testing everything. We're not here to test. If I tested every team, we'd be here for a good 6 to 12 hours, and I'm just not gonna do it. Yes, that's not gonna work. All right, done. All right, let's try this. I don't think it's gonna work in Ben Solo either. Let's check it out. That's what Vader slaps is 100% true. Where Padme used to be valuable, where should I put this? We keep her from getting crit hit immunity, maybe. Where Padme used to be valuable in Proving Grounds when it first came out, she pretty much sucks. Nah, that's not gonna work. I don't even think that's worth testing with anything else. I don't think against a Galactic Legend Ray I'm gonna do anything there. We'll try it. That's why you got to get yourself a Galactic Legend, Jeff Creasy. That's what I'm going to talk about. I think the next time Proving Grounds, because I don't have much more testing to do here. We're probably just going to talk about. Okay. I really don't want to unfear everybody at this point. If I suck off Finn here, will he die? Nope, because now he's got everything back. That did nothing? Really? There's no shot. No shot, chat. No shot. I'm getting out of here. Not working there. Not working there. I think what we're learning is basically to do this TIE Interceptor node, it's a really good idea to have this team in here, this threesome. Outside of that, there's a little bit of value on some of these levels. How about that? Is that fair? Maybe it'll work here on the second Inquisitor level. With all the out-of-turn attacks, that feeds into Traya so nicely. Well, I gotta do this. Let's go ahead and take all that. Trying to get rid of Grand Inquisitor here if I can. We did have fear, but that seems worth it to me. I feel like this team is really good against Inquisitors so far anyway. That's 2 Inquisitor teams that we're gonna end up beating. We did lose Malak the last time, but I think you could probably, if you just played enough times, you could keep Malak alive on the previous tier. You're out. Keep this over here, put this on, there we go. Well, let's get rid of Night Sister. So, this team dominates Inquisitors for sure. For sure. But I really do think, after having tested all of these different teams in Proving Grounds, I just think the answer is get a Galactic Legend by the time you get to 4 million and use it in Proving Grounds. That's what I think the answer mostly is. Guys, Maz Kanata's, I know Arnold's testing her. She's not going to be any good till we get to... She's a Grand Arena character, period. Stop. End story. So we're not going to know how good Maz Kanata is until the next round of Grand Arena. And I am going to upgrade her here today. I'm going to open her up, get all of her gear levels on, and I'm going to... And I know, like I mentioned earlier, maybe you weren't here, but I'm telling everybody to save your relics and hoard for now, and that's true. But I need Maz Kanata to compete in Kyber Grand Arena. So, you know, I will be... We'll get Maz Kanata unlocked today, but I don't see any use in testing her outside of Grand Arena, so I'm not gonna. Okay, we're on Admiral Trench now. What do we got? Let's try these 3 against the Admiral Trench tier. Yeah, get SLK already for the next one. That'll be a big ad for you for sure. I think the bottom line in the game is going to be you don't want to get to 4 million without having a Galactic Legend on the roster. I think that's where we're going to end up in this game. Everything beats Lord Vader and Gak. That's not special. Sorry, I don't know what to say. Beating Lord Vader in Grand Arena is not a special thing. Now, I'm not saying Maz Kanata is not going to be special and not do some other things for us, but beating Lord Vader, hum-ho, ho-hum, la-di-da, who cares? I don't care. I got a lot of tools against Lord Vader, and I don't need another one. I'm almost at the point where I'm just going to take him off of defense. He sucks so bad. I mean, I'm being serious. What does Maz beating Lord Vader do for us in Grand Arena? Seriously. I'm not even trying to be a smart ass. I'm just saying, Maz beating Lord Vader, yeehaw, thanks. So hopefully she does more than that. That's what I really hope she does more than that. We'll see. I don't know if that was the right decision or not. Wowzers. Was that the stupid droidica droid? Sniper droid? All right. This testing is going swimmingly. Oh my goodness, are we having fun yet, boys and girls? No, SWGOH sucks outside of Grand Arena. Same thing. SWGOH is a horrible character when not used in Grand Arena. Sucks. Sucks. And I mean sucks. He is not a good character outside of Grand Arena. His Grand Arena Omicron is what makes him an effective character, period. Are they gonna be able to, hang on a sec. This is just gonna be about Annihilate here, I think. Nope, it's not. Malak destroys Malgus. I have learned that today. I'll tell you that much. I have learned that today. If I didn't already know it, I've added it to my learning that Malak absolutely manhandles. Malgus manhandles Darth Malak. Am I looking forward to the Stranger? Yeah, I kind of am. Who knows? Nobody knows. I don't. The kit's not out yet, is it? They didn't release the kit today, did they? Soon. We don't have the kit yet, so I don't know where he's gonna fit. If I had to guess, I would think they'd be trying really hard to make him work with Sith Eternal, since Sith Eternal is still such a turd in the game. And they may even go as far as to like give him like very specific verbiage in his kit, which they tried to do with Bane and it didn't work. But very specific verbiage that says, if used with Sith Eternal, then, you know, A, B, C, or whatever. But, you know, that would be the only place it really makes sense. I don't see a lot of other Sith teams that need a lot of help. Or he could just be a general Sith plug and play, maybe. We'll see. God, what is this, trivia day, guys? I love all you guys. What, you just come out here and ask me just random questions about everything today? Sith Eternal is easiest to unlock. He's also the worst galactic legend. That's why I don't tell you to farm Sith Eternal, because he sucks. This isn't gonna go well. Nah. I'm done. I'm done answering trivia questions, guys. I guess that's what. Did we just get this? I'm glad everybody's here. I'm just putting on my hard hat, and I'm just gonna say I'm. Unfortunately, I didn't jump on today just to answer just constant, endless, random trivia questions. I appreciate the comments. Everybody jump into there. Anybody wants to respond to the trivia, let's get chat going. There's lots of great questions in chat. I'm the dumbest one here. You guys are all smarter than me. Let's get chat going. Answer some questions, chat. Look at all the great questions in chat that nobody's replying to. I mean, seriously, lots of great questions in chat. No one is replying to them. Was this, that was Malgus. Could try Terran Malicos here. It's 42. It's 42. So you're already wrong. I don't do like any damage to anybody except with Malgus's life drain and Nihilus's annihilate. Otherwise, there is no damage done by this team. I'm just trying to get Malicos out of there. He's going to be the damage, and then Seer's going to do a bunch of damage with her special here in a second. All right, Malicos is out, but he comes back, of course, because that's what happens in the game now. Though that's the way Galaxy Heroes works. If a character dies, they just come back, and that's just how the game works now. I swear to God. Really? That makes me immune to force to life drain? I was unaware of that. I'm actually gonna annihilate Seer here in a second. She didn't come back. Wow. Wow. None of this is going very well right now. So this is still definitely a great team for the TIE Interceptor proving grounds, and everything else is just kind of... You might get lucky, you probably won't. Can't shock Darth. Dark Trooper Moff Gideon, is that the deal? I gotta hit somebody here. Can I do this work on him? Yeah, it works on him, okay. You know what's funny? When I try to do like an Ask Me Anything stream, nobody, like, people ask me questions for about 10 minutes and they're done. But then we get a random thing today and everybody wants to ask me everything, and it's great. I love that everybody's doing it, but I just can't sit here and I just can't sit here and answer trivia. Maybe I will when we get done. Maybe when I get done and get Maz Kanata unlocked, we'll do some Ask Me Anything stuff after, possibly. I gotta get him out, and then I should be cruising after that. The Traya looks pretty good here. I think I can auto this. ask me a thing now. What was the question? If you could add any new characters to ship, what would you add? Nah, that's too broad. I've made videos about that. I mean, we're gonna see Red 5 in 2027, most likely, at the 50th anniversary. I mean, you probably get, like, Stormtrooper Luke at that point, who's a character we should have in the game. We should have Bail Organa in the game, off the top of my head. I want to see an A-Wing in the game now that we got the B-Wing in the game. I'd love to see, like, Red Leader, Gold Leader, those kind of guys in the game. Even Blue Leader from Rogue One. I mean, you could get a character like, how about General Calrissian? Well, that would be a good one to add. Nia Nump, give us another Millennium Falcon with General Calrissian and Nia Nump at the controls. We could get Endor, Han, Leia, and Chewie or excuse me, Han, Leia, and Luke in the game. That'd be great. You know, the list goes, and I'm an OT guy, so that's where I'm gonna be. You're gonna get, eventually, you'll get Mullet Obi-Wan, you'll get Padawan Anakin in the game. That'll be 2027, also the 25th anniversary of Attack of the Clones. Who else have I not mentioned here? I want like 3 and 4 more Mando characters. Can I annihilate Darth Bane? You're never gonna see Gonk. Gonk Droid's not coming to the game. That's just not happening. It's a funny thing. Gonk Droid will never come to the game. Well, I shouldn't say that. That would be an outside possibility, maybe. I would love to see more droids in general in the game. I think that's kind of a miss. Nah. To see some actual better functioning droid teams in the game. Red Arm 3PO for the Force Awakens. That could be out here 2 months from now. Who knows? Maybe. That could serve as a lifter. Does this work against her? Yeah, it does. Okay. You know, a Red Arm 3PO could serve as like a Rey lifter. Or maybe a Finn Zori Bliss lifter. Or maybe Red Arm 3PO could be a Smuggler Han and Chewie lifter. How about that? How about that? Can we make those guys make Smuggler Han and Chewie great again? This is going poorly. I think at the end of the day, the answer to Proving Grounds is get a Galactic Legend by the time you hit 4 million. That's the answer to Proving Grounds. Luthen's ship, fine. I mean, it's fine. It doesn't get me excited. Luthen doesn't get me. I like Luthen. I like Andor. It doesn't get me excited to see Luthen. Like, I don't get all giddy to see Luthen ship in the game, but it should be in the game. It'll be a. Let's make sure we can stay off of the trooper back there. Eventually, the Luthen ship will be in the game. It'll probably be a conquest character. This could go pretty well with all the assists over there. Not as many assists as a classic Mon Mothma team, but I'm stuck here. But I do think like a what's his name? Snoke with the Praetorian Guard would be a good add to the game. I think that the Knights of Ren could become to the game at some point. You know, they didn't do anything in the movie, because why would we want to do that? How's she still alive? Is there something about you can't kill the leader in this one? I guess it looks like that. There's no buff or anything. It says you. What does this buff say? No? Well, there's something about this tier that you can't kill the leader. We've learned that. Let me get her out of here. Like, if you can't kill the leader, I'm expecting to see a buff or something on the leader that would kind of indicate that. That would be nice. You wish you could get me more questions. Thanks. Now we got a heal block on Nihilus, and that's problematic. A sequel era. The Knights are going to be a good enemy for a sequel era raid. I guess so. I just don't. The raids. I don't like the raids right now, the way they do it. It is what it is, but I don't like it. Thoughts of adding a lot of the characters based on journey guides? Yeah, add as many characters as you can. I don't think that. I don't have any thoughts on specific journey guide characters that, you know, I know everybody wants to see the bounty hunter. The bounty hunter Asajj come to the game, but I don't have any specific thoughts about specific characters from any journeys that are, you know, sticking out in my head right now. Pixel IG droids. Really? Still alive? Really? You know, that ability does a lot of damage in Grand Arena. It does, again, no damage out here except for Life Drain and Annihilate. And I gotta keep Pow off the board so he doesn't revive. So I need to, I think Annihilate's the only thing that's gonna work for me here. But it is gonna work. I actually want to annihilate Pow, no matter how low on health or anything he is. So he can't come back. I might be stuck here, though. No, good, he got some health back. Alright. Can't auto this now. Yes, I would prefer raids go back to the old style where you can use any team and accumulate points. I think the general idea that Raid Shadow Legends has done raids better than Galaxy Heroes is true. I don't like the new raid structure. It's here to stay. We're on our fourth, you know, specialized raid: Crate Dragon, Endor, Naboo, and now we're on the Order 66. It doesn't do anything for me. So it is what it is. That worked pretty well there. Never thought you'd see Traya being a meat shield. She's a pretty good meat shield in Grand Arena. She really is. She gains like protection up every time, I can't remember what it is, there's some game mechanics where she gains protection up all the time in Grand Arena. She can stack up hundreds of thousands of protection up or bonus protection, whichever one it is, in Grand Arena. And she can be a meat shield that way. I don't know why I keep hitting Night Trooper, but I do. I will be annihilating, who should I do first? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Then we'll do Night Trooper next, and then we're pretty much on auto after that. Malgus is a difficult one to beat without a GL. But I truly believe, guys, that assuming that they release Relic Delta and it qualifies for Proving Grounds, this is just going to turn into an afterthought of something you just kind of auto your way through. But maybe they won't apply it. I don't know. Does that take him out? No. He didn't even get a stack of, whatever, the Withered Hand thing. over here, and then I'm gonna auto this. So this works on several levels. The Traya team, the 3-man team, works on 4 or 5 levels. It worked here at the end on Ezra Exile. It worked on the one before that, and it worked on a couple more. Well, of course, the Interceptor level is known, but it works on several levels. I just really think, and I'll say it one more time before we get out here, and I'll probably make a video about this next time. If you want to really make your way through Proving Grounds, just get a Galactic Legend by the time you hit 4 million. That's it. This is just all Nihilus, man. It's all Nihilus. Yeah, that team did no damage to us.
What, no damage?
Adding Snoke is ultimate would be as long as Kylo Ren. I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention. I'm kind of out of it today. As long as Kylo Ren is on the enemy team, he loses all reason for 3 turns, which he then takes triple damage from Kylo. If Snoke's ultimate is if Kylo Ren is on the field, Kylo Ren or Rey are on the field to play, Snoke monologues, and then Kylo Ren and Rey do max damage. You know, so. This account, that's the last time we will ever see that account, or anytime in the near future anyway. That account is GETALICE. Let's go unlock Maz Kanata here. Yeah, I think R8 Ewoks probably would stomp Proving Grounds due to Delta. Absolutely. Yeah, Jabba's really good. I think the only one he struggles in really is the TIE Interceptor one and maybe Darth Malgus, but Jabba's really good in Proving Grounds. Again, Lucky Luke, you can't just test any team you want to in Proving Grounds. The only account I've got Malgus on is an account that's already completed all Proving Grounds. I do not have it available to me. And I already played the Malgus level. But I can't test Malgus because I don't have an account that's got a Malgus team on it that hasn't already completed Proving Grounds. So I have no option available to me there. I wish they made Proving Grounds available. Like, I don't know why they lock it here. Like, I don't even have it available. It's not even on my screen on this account. Like, why can't we make it so that it just doesn't give you rewards? You can go out there and do test stuff, like have fun, you know? I don't know. Snoke is damaged until he takes 3 turns, then his head falls. No, not his head, he just gets chopped in half. So, anyway, let's get Maz Kanata here. I'll say it one more time before we get in this. Somebody starts yelling at me. Yes, I'm advising everybody right now to hold on to all of your gear and hoard for whenever they change the relic economy in the game, which seems like it's going to be coming in the next couple of months by the end of the year. But for me, Maz Kanata is somebody that I need to get on my roster for Grand Arena. You look at her Grand Arena Omicrons, and these things are legit. If all allies are pirates, Maz steals an additional stack of profit. So she gives all the enemies 5 stacks of profit at the beginning of the battle. Then she starts stealing that profit back, and she has no stack to her profit, so she can just do a ton of damage at some point. You're gonna death mark people if they lost all 5 stacks of profit. You'll start death marking them. If they already had death mark, set target enemy to 100 max health. And so if the enemy already had death mark, they lose all their health. If they were a galactic legend, inflict them with armor shreds. You can. So this is like, you know, stating you might be able to use them again, like we said, Lord Vader. Are we immune to insta kill? Because I heard Arnold saying Jedi Master Kenobi. If a pirate ally is instantly defeated by a non-galactic legend enemy, That enemy is death marked for 1 turn, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. If a pirate ally uses an ability on their turn against an enemy with this death mark, they instantly defeat them. So that's the anti-Ahsoka. Anti-Ahsoka, anti-Cal Kestis. I don't think you'd be trying a Mando team here. I don't think you'd be... Well, Traya, you could be trying Traya here. So that would take out Nihilus too. Interesting. Interesting. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're just going to go for it here. I don't think I could take her past Relic 4 or 5 right now, though. Oh, for a gear slider in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Really? I gotta take her to level 85, don't I? That's all it is. Okay. Like, I don't think I'm missing any. I'm not missing any gear. Okay, there we go. The other thing Maz Kanata does really well is fly around shooting people while having the camera stay on her. She's really good at that. Really good. Like if you are in a video call with Maz Kanata and someone is attacking her or she's attacking and she's flying and jumping around everywhere, the camera will just follow her around wherever she is to stay on her face. She's really good at that. I think I can take her to Relic 7 actually. All right, well, there we go. We got her all reliced up. Let's get all this stuff done. All right, deal special damage, inflicted with healing immunity and pinned for 1 turn. If target enemy is Sith, healing immunity and pinned can't be evaded or resisted. All right. Dispel all debuffs on all pirate and smuggler allies. So, big cleanse. Interesting that it puts smuggler allies in there too. Like, you might want to put a smuggler who's not a pirate. If all allies are pirates, and if there were no Galactic Legends allies at the start of the battle, call all pirate allies to assist, dealing 40% less damage, and they gain 50% turn meter and have the... Good God, that's an ability. Holy crap. It's a cleanse, it's a call to assist, it is a turn meter train, and it's a cooldown reduction. Good God. Who we putting with Maz Kanata, guys? All right. This is her special. Maz steals stealth. I guess you'd have to target a stealth character. Resets its duration. Grants it to all non-tank pirate allies. Grants stealth to all non-tank pirate allies and steals 1 stack of profit that she granted to enemies from each enemy until the end of the encounter. If all allies are pirates and there are no Galactic Legend allies, inflict all enemies with 3 stacks of expose. Whoa! For 2 turns, and the target enemy's cooldowns are increased by 1, can't be evaded or resisted. While in grand arenas, and there are no Galactic Legend allies, if all allies are pirates... See, why would you have a smuggler in there? Why is that a smuggler thing in there at all? If all allies were pirates at the start of the battle, Maz steals an additional stack of profit that she granted to enemies from each enemy until the end of the encounter, and all enemies have their cooldowns increased by 1 instead. Wow. If target enemy had lost all 5 stacks of profit, death mark them, which can't be copied or dispelled. If the enemy already had death mark, set target enemy to 100 max health. If the target enemy is a Galactic Legend inflicted, there's a lot of death mark in here. All right. Leadership ability. If at the start of each encounter, if there were no Galactic Legend allies, all pirates and smugglers. I just don't know why smugglers are in there. It just negates to... It's like when you have Darth Malgus with all Sith Empire and all Sith, and you don't want to have you just want to, you know... All pirate smuggler allies are immune to fear, and they gain foresight for 1 turn. Okay. At the start of the encounter. Whenever Maz gains a stack of profit, all other pirate allies gain a stack of profit in the encounter. That could be hot, because she's getting a lot of profit. Is stealing profit the same as gaining profit? Anyone? Whenever a pirate ally with retribution uses a basic ability, they ignore that enemy's protection. Whenever that's okay. Who does retribution here on the pirates? Whenever an enemy attacks, I think Burrito Boy does. What's his name? I can't remember the little burrito guy. Whenever an enemy attacks that turn, all pirate allies gain 5% turn meter. If there are no Galactic Legend enemies, if there's an enemy Sith, pirate allies take reduced damage from % health effects, and whenever they target an enemy Sith with an ability, they deal 300% more damage and ignore protection. At the start of each Sith enemy's turn, all pirate allies gain foresight for 1. Well, this is gonna just destroy Sith. While in Grand Arenas there are no Galactic Legend allies, pirate and smuggler allies gain 30% max health, protection, and speed. Whenever a pirate ally scores a critical hit, they gain 5% tenacity stacking till end of the encounter. If a pirate ally is instantly defeated by a non-Galactic Legend enemy, that enemy is death marked for 1 turn. Ahsoka, Nihilus, Jedi Knight Cal, excuse me, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. If a pirate ally uses an ability on their turn against an enemy with a death mark, they defeat them. The condition of no Galactic Legend enemies at the start of battle is removed on this ability. If there are no Galactic Legend enemies, if there's an enemy Sith, pirates... Okay, so we just say if there's an enemy Sith. So that's why she's going to function pretty well against Lord Vader. Because this qualifier is taken out of... It's just gone. So that means... Yeah, that's why she's probably going to kill Lord Vader. But again, I already got stuff to kill Lord Vader. I mean, I know Bo-Katan's not as good without the Rolocron, so maybe this is like a permanent fix for Lord Vader. But it seems like there's always a cron for Bo-Katan to use, or maybe a cron for Afra. There's a lot of characters come out with different crons that take care of Lord Vader. The maximum cap for profit is removed from Maz Kanata. That's nice. At the start of battle, if all allies are pirates, she gains 100% counter chance, a 75% critical chance in the battle, and 20% max health protection until the first time she's defeated. If there are no Galactic Legend pirate allies or enemies at the start of the battle, at start of her first turn, grant all non-pirate enemies 5 stacks of profit. That's what we're talking about. Which can't. Then she starts stealing those back. Whenever Maz critically hits an enemy, she steals a stack of profit from that enemy to the end of the counter, right? Whenever an enemy loses all 5 stacks of profit, she gets a bonus turn. In Grand Arenas, Maz gains 5% mastery. Excuse me, whenever she gains a stack of profit till the end of the battle. Whenever an enemy loses a stack of profit given from Maz, they also lose 5% offense, stacking max 25%. That's a weird, 25% is a weird number. And 5 speed, I guess you can't go to 100% on their offense. And 5 speed, stacking max 25 to the end of battle. Again, 25 is a weird number. Whenever a pirate, I guess if you keep going, you would have like infinite turns. Whenever a pirate ally inflicts a debuff on their turn, they deal true damage to all enemies. Holy God. So what do we want on her? Speed and offense? With some health mixed in? I'm going pretty cheap right now. Health, defense, health, tenacity, protection, offense, protection. Go with that. All right. Let's just get her moving fast for now. That's not great. This looks promising. No, it doesn't. I think I can, this has to be speed. No, it doesn't. It's health. Okay, good. That's not that great either. Let's do this for now. Well, I've got some tenacity on her. I mean, I can go ahead and 6-dot these. Do I really want to is the question. I think I'm gonna... That give me... I mean, these will be useful somewhere, right? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, not looking good today. Oh, boy. I'm actually gonna keep that. What the heck? That's not what I wanted to do. I was trying to... Well, we added a bunch of tenacity there. All right. Pretty lackluster today, boys and girls. Ugh. Crit chance sucks. Does she need potency, though? Crit chance is just the worst. I don't think she was landing a lot of debuffs, was she? I don't remember reading about any debuffs in there. I'm just gonna keep that, I guess. A bunch of crap rolls today. I'm not rolling that one. There we go. There we go. Hit one of them. Alright. And we'll deal with that later. I don't have the materials right now to roll that. So that's... It's a moderately functional mod set for now on her. 303. She's got good base speed. Get it done, Anthony. So what are our 2 3-player teams? So we're looking at with Pirate King Hondo. I did roll the Silvacron today, by the way. Silvo. So I'm looking at Pirate King Hondo, Smee, and Silvo, I think. Or am I looking at Maz Kanata, Silvo, and Quigold? And then Pirate King Hondo, Smee, and Vayne. I got to have those tanks on there to take some of the heat. And then a third team could be Athano, Brutus, and Kix, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the new pirates are out. Okay. That gives me 3 pirate teams now I can use in Grand Arena. I lost this round, by the way. So my life is at stake in Grand Arena again. I think I'm gonna take Maz on offense. I'm gonna leave the rest of my defense. No, we're gonna mix it up. We're gonna mix up my defense a little bit for this next round, but I'm not gonna do it yet. I want to look at the performance of some of my characters on defense, and then we'll mix it up a little bit. Why am I got knocked down to Kyber 2 again. Crap! Really? Let's go buy those. Let's see if I can slice that one mod. Wait a minute. Now I can slice it. Only once. Gimme. There we go. Gimme. Not as good. Let's go ahead and push it. Nah. I have not faced Queen Armadillo in Grand Arena either, just to let you know. I have yet to face Queen Armadillo in Grand Arena. It hasn't happened yet. All right, we added some mods here today. Not great ones there, but that's definitely better. That's not going to be a mod we want to keep. We'll have to work on that one. All right, guys, I'm actually, I'm going to head out here. Short day today, short day. We don't normally stream on Mondays, but we had the Proving Grounds to do. I think I'm done testing Proving Grounds. I think even after all my videos of teams for Proving Grounds, after all that stuff, I think it's gonna be a pretty simple message going forward. We will see if the Relic Delta applies to Proving Grounds. It'll probably, Queen Armadillo gets countered by the Bad Backs. Queen Armadillo gets countered by the Fords and the Chevys is what happens there. We have Highway 44 that runs through Missouri, and every year, I think it's around this time of year when the armadillos start migrating north or south. I don't know. You just see dead armadillos all along the highway. There's like every couple miles, armadillo dead, like they're running across the highway, dude. So yeah, Fords and Chevys are the natural. What's the right word I'm looking for? Predator of the armadillo. No, I don't see any purpose to testing Mob without having her in Grand Arena. I know Arnold did it, but you're just not going to get a lot of information. So no, I'm not going to test Maz. Is he still live? Jeez, man. Go watch Arnold if he's testing her. I'm gonna send you over to Arnold. When you've got a character that is completely reliant on Grand Arena Omicrons, we've seen it in the past. Like, everybody tested Balin's Skull and said, oh, this guy is useless. He wasn't useless. He's just useless in Squad Arena. He's great in Grand Arena. So it's just, every time that happens, it's just not really worth going out there and doing a lot of testing outside of Grand Arena from my side, my point of view. So yeah, Lake of the Ozarks, that's along Highway 44. That's what I'm talking about. Literally right there. All right, guys, everybody, hey, have a great day. I will talk to everybody very soon. It's been a short one today. I'll be back on Wednesday for another round of Grand Arena. Got to get ourselves back into Kyber. Have a good one. Talk to you soon. Always remember, Nooch too good.